Before we dive into this week's choice, I want to talk about something that is very near and dear to my stomach, and that is Tokyo Treat. Now, Tokyo Treat would like to invite everyone to experience Japan from the comfort of their own homes through their snack boxes. And I know what you're thinking, Jack. What is Tokyo Treat? Well, Tokyo Treat is a fun and exclusive monthly Japanese snack box subscription service packed with limited edition Kit Kats, chips, noodles, and Japan-only treats that you honestly just can't find anywhere else. You're not going to stumble across these at your local grocery store or gas station. These are exclusive, seasonally flavored snacks straight from Japan, shipped right to your front door. Now, every single month has a theme, which is honestly one of my favorite things about this box. It's not just some random person going and grabbing stuff off the shelf, hoping it all works and throwing it in a box. No, they actually put thought into it, curating the whole box around a very specific theme. And this month's theme is the Osaka Snacktacular. If you know anything about Osaka, you already know the city is basically a food lover's paradise. The street food, the flavors, the energy. This box really does capture all of that. And I will tell you right now, the salted caramel Kit Kats are a problem. Genuine problem. You open them up, you think, I'll just have one, two, and then all of a sudden, the bag, it's gone. You have no more. And then the sour lemon gummies. Man, my mouth literally is watering just thinking about those right now. They are amazing. The octopus rice crackers are also in there. And look, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that sounds weird. And yeah, they taste exactly like what you think they're going to taste like. And somehow that just works. They're genuinely good. And then you've got the Pie No Mi maple butter bites. Honestly, amazing. Truly, absolutely delicious. I honestly could not get enough of those. They were just that good, and they did not disappoint. Now, every box also comes with a cultural guide booklet, and this thing is genuinely worth your time. It breaks down the snacks, tells you about Japan, tells you about the theme, and most importantly, it lists all the allergen information right there in plain English. My wife, she has some food allergies, so whenever we get the box, the booklet is the first thing we go to. It takes something that could honestly be a stressful guessing game and just makes it a fun time for everyone. Really appreciate that they include that in every single box every month. So if you're looking to treat yourself or find a gift for someone who loves Japanese culture or just loves trying new snacks, this is it. And special for our listeners right now, if you use coupon code Featured Anime along with our affiliate link in the show notes, you get $5 off your very first box. Again, that coupon code is Featured Anime with our affiliate link in the show notes, and you save yourself $5 off that very first box. Trust me, it's worth it. And a big thank you to Tokyo Treat for sponsoring this episode. And now on to the main show. Welcome to the Featured Anime Podcast. I'm your host, Jack.
And I'm Rick.
And today we are talking about Frieren Beyond Journey's End, which was my choice. That's right. I chose it. Rick needed to watch it. I said he should watch it. He should check it out. So we watched it. I
liked it.
Yeah. But before that, we went on a theory. When I say we, I mean me, went on a theory rabbit hole down for Sentenced to Be a Hero. And then I talked about anime that I'm currently watching, and then some other spicy stuff. Want to catch a part of that water conversation? Patreon.com/Featured Anime Podcast. $8 a month will get you access to that bonus content. And now on to the meat and potatoes.
Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, came out in September 2023 through March 2024. It has producers of Toho Animation, Nippon TV. Studio is Madhouse. Genres are adventure, drama, fantasy, slice of life. It is based off of a manga, and it is 28 episodes long. To date, currently longest single season show that we have done on the podcast. General story is the story is actually set in a classic fantasy world, except the Demon King is already dead. There's no isekai here. So, before the episode even starts, that's already taken care of. The hero's party made up of an elven mage, Frieren, hero, Himmel, Dwarf, and a priest. They already won. That's it. Story's over, right? Wrong. What they did was they saved the world, the whole thing. The problem is that Frieren is an elf, and she has a lifespan measured in millennia, thousands of years. So the 10 years that it took those heroes adventuring basically was nothing for her. It was almost a long weekend. And she didn't think to actually get to know the people she was traveling with. Well, after 50 years have passed, she comes back to Himmel in his old age, and he's dying. And that's when it clicks for her that she completely missed something important. So the show largely is her retracing the old journey's path alongside her new apprentice, Fern, and a young warrior named Stark. So not to fight anything or anything like that, just basically going to the world end and to figure out what it means to actually connect for Frieren, what it actually means to connect with people and those basically live much, much shorter lives than what she does.
So my rating is no.
I mean,
it's you said everything on there. I do have a question.
I try to set it up for a synopsis, bro. That's what it is. It's a synopsis.
It's valid. It's a valid synopsis. It works. It's correct in every sense. You've seen this before, right?
Yes.
So here's what I'll say about the show. Just as a show, nothing in particular at first, I'll say, but it had really, really good writing to the point where we had single episode characters that I truly felt something for. The character development that I think there was the dwarf who was 500 years old, right? He was there for one episode, but I think we had mention of him in the previous episode. So there was a lead up to him for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then an episode with him in it. Damn near broke my heart.
Oh, wait. What?
The 500-year-old old man dwarf dude.
Oh, him. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Threw me off. I was like, wait, what?
Yes. not the elf that, or not the dwarf that was with the raiding party, heroes party. No, but basically, so they bring you on this journey of, this is Frieren's friend, and she's like, he's getting on in his age, and dwarves only usually live around 300 years. This guy's pushing 500, and I just want to see him, for a short 10 years. And then Fern's like, no, a week. We'll need, we'll need jobs if we're going to stay here 10 years. A week. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Well, and again, right, like I had said for the synopsis, it's like she spent 10 years with the hero's party. For them, it was 10 years. For her, it was like a weekend. It's like, we'll just hang out for like a decade or whatever. And the thing is they give you that constant timeline, right? Where it's like, oh, you have the beginning, and then even for the beginning, for the first episode, you have that progression where it's like, oh, you have the setup for them. They're coming back after having defeated the Demon King. You have the resolution for that. And then you just kind of see her blips as time goes on. she's like, it's been 50, and you don't realize it's been 50 years. I mean, you could easily mistake it for her going to different villages or whatever, and the shop just happens to look the same instead of it being the same guy changing over time for the shop that she keeps visiting. Because for her, it's like, it's whatever, you know?
As I say, or it was a kid that's now an elderly man. I remember you. You're the one who flipped my skirt, you know?
Yeah.
Silly stuff. But the reason I bring up the dwarf that's 500 years old specifically is because the way that he was portrayed, he brings to Frieren am I saying the name wrong?
What? No, I was.
Oh, you made a gesture like I'm like, I didn't do it.
No, I was stretching.
Oh, okay. Just odd timing, I guess, on my part. Anyway, so Frieren talks to him, and one of the things that got me, that just in my feelings, was he goes, "Do you remember your hero's name, Himmel?" And she goes, "Yeah, I don't remember the name. Do you remember his voice? Do you remember his mannerisms? Like all of these little intricate know-nothing memories that you're like, it was a waste of a memory. Do you remember them, right?" And she goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Do you know why I'm here?" And he's like, "Well, no." He goes, "Because I promised my wife who's been dead for so long that I don't even remember her voice. I don't remember her name. I don't even remember what she looks like. I only remember that I promised her that I'd protect her home."
Yeah.
And then it goes a step further, and to not symbolize, not idolize, to signify his age, he starts repeating himself, not like on purpose, but like he has dementia. And your heart breaks. That was my takeaway. Because she's like, "But you already said that." He goes, oh yeah, hey, have you done this? And it goes from
I don't know how you get dementia from
the transition from what they're talking about, and it was sweet and it was touching, to complete not disinterest but complete separation, and he repeats himself. And I say that because when my grandfather was going through dementia,
you're drawing parallels. I understand what you're going to say.
It's possible that I'm drawing parallels, but I am drawing those parallels.
Right. I don't remember that happening at all. No, I got you. I don't remember that happening like that. But also, you have to keep in mind that he was also playing tricks on them, pretending to be senile, even at the very beginning when he wasn't.
Yes, I do agree with that. But I don't think that the way that they wrote his character, it didn't. Again, this is just me taking my takeaways.
I gotcha. No, I gotcha.
The way that they wrote it, I don't think he would make jokes about that pertaining to his wife. And then the next day, he's told her, "Oh, I dreamt about my wife.
Yeah,
I saw her again, and you probably brought up these memories." Now, the reason I made those things up not made those things up, but the reason I made those parallels is similarly with my grandfather. He had moments of clarity right before the end. And even though, yes, Frieren had said that he was on his way out 80 years ago, and he's on his way out now again, it just parallels with the late stages.
No, I got you. I don't know if I can I got you. I don't know if I can get on board with that though, because when he was talking, I didn't get the sense that he was repeating or anything like that. I don't remember anything specifically saying he was repeating that. And
I can bring it up.
And I do remember him like transitioning, but again, that's how Frieren even is when it comes to that. And that's how a lot of the other characters who are very long lived are as well. They transition because for them it's fleeting. It's momentary for a lot of it.
The transition seemed too abrupt. Again, in my opinion,
I am giving you my response to it. I am giving you my response. I don't need you to defend it. I'm not telling you to defend it. I'm giving you
telling me I'm wrong.
I'm not telling you you're wrong. I am saying what I think. I'm saying I don't see that. I don't believe this. This is what I think. And you're like, no, I am drawing parallels. I get it. I got it the first 3 times. I am rebuttaling.
getting that
I'm letting you know.
that you're saying I'm wrong. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I said I don't remember that.
Okay.
Did I not say that? Did I say something else?
One of the times you said it, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't see that. I didn't see that. I'm like, I know you don't see that, but this is what I saw.
Yeah, but that's not saying that you're wrong. I didn't say no, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay.
I said no, that's your parallels. I didn't get that. I didn't see that. That's not what I see. That's not saying you're wrong. If that says you're wrong, please tell me.
It feels like I'm having big emotions.
I got you. So what you're saying is you're afraid of someone having a different viewpoint of thought from you. Gotcha.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. I'm saying that I'm making these connections, and then you're saying, well, I'm not seeing that at all. And I'm like, well, now I feel like I have to defend what I'm saying.
I'm not asking you to defend it.
Because you're saying...
I'm not asking you to
defend it. You're not asking me, but you're contradicting it. I'm allowed to contradict
it. I'm not
100% allowed to contradict it.
Bro.
You are 100% allowed to contradict it.
I don't need you to... I'm not asking you to defend it. I am simply giving a rebuttal. You don't need to defend it. Pure and simple.
Okay. Fair enough.
You have your parallels. Cool. Right on.
Anyway, I use that as an example.
Yeah. I'm going to say, I don't remember it. I don't have to agree with it.
Fine.
And the guy is like, I agree with you 100%. The dude's knocking on death's door.
So I drew those parallels for one main reason. It just signified how good I feel the writing was.
Yes.
So again, you have these one-off characters. I assume they're one-off. I haven't seen season 2. Season 2 is out, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I just saw that it says next season. Given the fact that I have only ever seen these characters once, and they made me feel these type of ways, made me think and draw parallels that may or may not have been there, it's damn good. Yeah. There's no reason that the story, the writing should be this good. I'm happy that it is. I am thrilled that it is. But from what I can understand, from what I can see, if half of the shows we watched had a third of the effort, the scores would be higher.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Most people or most anime, most shows out there, it takes them 50, 60, 70, 100 episodes to get the kind of quality story, background character, depth, everything that this show did in 28.
Yeah.
The setup for it, the story for it, the tiebacks for it, and then the explanations that are given too throughout the whole thing, because you have Frieren, who you even see going back basically to almost the birth of magic for people and understanding that, because you get to see that progression, a little bit of it, and you get to see the progression for the ideas for it and her viewpoints on it. And when certain things happen or when certain spells are happening or anything like that, there's something that also accompanies it too, where she plainly says, that is good enough for the mages of this era. Like, you can learn all this other stuff, but when it comes to attacking, you only need these two, because honestly, the mages in this area, that's going to be more than enough for you to be able to beat them.
Yeah. And I loved the idea that your imagination, what you can envision, is literally the strength of any spell you can come across. Like, you can take the most mundane, I'll use an example, the cutting spell. There's one character we have here, she thinks she can cut stuff.
Yep.
And there was another mage who had an impervious defense, and she sliced and diced him for no other reason than when she was a kid, she saw her sister cutting cloth with her scissors.
Yep.
Her reasoning was, scissors are meant to cut. Why wouldn't I be able to?
Yeah.
Not, he's got the best defense that we've ever seen. No, why wouldn't I be able to cut him down? I mean, the confidence, the vision in your own mind, dictates, the confidence dictates whether or not you will succeed. It's crazy.
Yep.
And it made me think that demons, at least in here, are depicted as
they're monsters.
I want to say single spell users. Yes, they're monsters, and they're 100% predators. Everything out of their mouth, everything that they do, is in an effort to, I want to say, consume humans. And the only reason they speak the human language is to trick, deceive, and
make it easier
consume.
for them to kill them. That's the pure, and they actually go into the details for that. They show, like, because everyone has the same mentality, or has like, oh, it's child, she cares, she's this, she's that, like, you can't do that. And Frieren, who knows, like, nah, fam, you should kill it now. And it's like, I don't know, I think we need to save him, that we should be better than that. It's like, oh no, thanks, by all means, go ahead, does it. Guess what? Kills the parents, kills the other people, takes the child from the one, and it's like, here, I killed your child and ate him and whatever else. Like, they don't have parents. So when they say mommy, and what blows me away is they even say this in there. It's like, do you know why we say mommy? No, why? It's because it forces humans to pause. It causes them to stop. It's we found that to be an effective magic word against humans.
Yeah, crazy. The separation between logic and horror is so small here. It's great because, as an apex predator, ideal. If I can get my prey to pause, let its guard down so I can consume it, boom. Easiest decision I've ever seen. Deception is an everyday occurrence. It is an every breath occurrence for the demons.
Yes.
But one of the things I thought that made them unique in this story is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but to my understanding, each demon only goes with one magic spell, one magic, maybe not magic spell, but one magic they focus on their entire lives, and their only goal is to specialize it and then advance it as far as demonically possible.
Yeah.
Zoltrag, I believe, is one such instance where it was literally a human killing magic. That it was a pure offense, and the humans got a hold of it, and it became basic attack. They modified it in a minor amount, but most of the human spells that we've came across in this show were either weak or derived from demonic spells.
Yeah.
Like the flight.
Yeah, I was going to bring up the flight one. The flight one is one such spell where they're able to utilize it. They don't know the fundamentals of it. So that's why they haven't been able to improve it, because they don't truly understand it. They know they can use it to fly, but beyond that, that's it. Like, they don't have the knowledge and understanding of that spell to truly unlock its capabilities in full.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to progress it. And there's different magics here, not just innate magic that I think the demons wield. And what was it called? It wasn't fairy magic or fey magic. It was shucks. There's divine magic that you need a grimoire in order to use a holy text.
Yeah, and it's based on the goddess in that world, and it allows them to be able to use healing, and it's supposedly a more complex version of the magic or whatever it is. But here's the other thing that I really enjoyed about the show is that you could learn new magic, or any magic really, just from reading a grimoire. Not that you have to have a very particular skill for you to be able to utilize it. It's like, no, you totally have your choice on this. You can specialize in this magic and you're good to go. You can specialize in this magic and you're good to go. If you never specialize in it, if you never do it, if you don't have the memory or capability to think about it, not a problem. That's on you. But if you wanted to learn it, you could. And they have spells for everything. You want a spell to clean your clothes? Done. You want a spell to make your tea hot? Done. You want a spell to make a field of flowers? Done. You want a spell for this random thing over there? Done. Everything. Spells are everywhere and everything.
Another spell that they brought up was, do you need a spell to look through people's clothing? Not a problem. It's there too. X-ray vision on command.
Yep.
Now they also had I don't know that it was always voiced. Like, there was no incantations either. That was the coolest part for me. Like, you don't know what they were about to throw out, other than the fact that now you had a beam of light coming from somewhere. And sometimes they would name the name of the attack, but it was never the main characters that did so. It was like silent casting.
Yeah.
But even you had a staff as your conduit, things like that. Towards the end of the first season, Frieren doesn't use either the wand or her arms to cast anything. It just poof. And you don't know what was done. You don't know what was going on. You just know that there was devastation afterwards. And then in a similar fight, there was, I want to say, atomic realm reality twisting and warping magics that you're just like, holy cow, we've only ever seen her use basic spells, and she claims basic spells are the best. But these spells are out of just... what was the I Am Atomic anime?
Eminence in Shadow. Yeah.
It was that level of spell destruction.
Yeah.
Just boom.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, they while the fighting and the action wasn't the focal point, they definitely didn't shortchange it. And that's one of the great things about this is that they definitely kind of put the thought and effort into the show as a whole. Now, I know that there's going to be people out there that have like a wishy-washy feeling on this, because you have basically the first half of the season where it is very slow. It's very methodical. It moves through at a very particular pace. You have entire episodes where, like 3 or 4 episodes where she is just hanging out in one spot and years go by for it. And even after that, you have entire time spans and leaps where time goes by for her. And then you get to like the second half of the episode where that just kind of goes out the window. It's no longer like years go by, months go by, or anything like that. You have day after day after day after day after day, almost in rapid succession for the events that are happening there. Right. And so I know that from a couple of people that I've talked to, that's one of the issues or one of the problems that they've always had with the show, is that the pacing for them wasn't constant. Half the time it was slow. The other half of the time it felt a little bit more rapid paced, a little bit faster. Right. And for me, I felt it fit the theme of the show. You have someone that's literally going through and journeying through something that took her 10 years to do the first time. And now she's with people who are, again, younger, but they're having a different set of trials, running into a different set of issues and problems all the way through. Now,
I agree. I had no problem with the pacing.
I'll
Sorry,
tell you.
I think I interrupted.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah. I was going to say the same thing. It's like, I didn't have an issue with the pacing at all. I thought it fit perfectly for the show and how it was.
Yeah. And it is slower. Yes. But I would say that, it's necessary. There's not much fat you can trim off of here, to make the show any better, because a lot of the stuff you go through, it makes the faster paced stuff worth it. You have an ebb and flow, and there's no episode that you do find. Yeah, there are some episodes, like I think you said there's about 3 episodes, and I agree, where years pass and nothing really happens. But in those 3 years, you see growth. You see snippets of, I'm studying, snippets, I'm going through this memoir, I'm going through this, I'm helping here, and I'm doing this, and things are happening that if they didn't happen, I would feel a little shortchanged.
Yeah.
I'd feel like that specifically Fern wouldn't have earned her abilities had I not seen the effort going into it. Instead of her being just a super talented mage that innately knows all this stuff. No, she has her own issues and she worked her butt off. And you got to see that. Granted, you didn't see training montages or nothing. Again, you saw the 3-year.
You technically did.
Yeah, but not like
not the traditional where you have the battle music going and everything else. It's like, no, the training montage is like literally she's just kind of teaching her while she's there doing this, and you have the story that's going along with it to help understand and facilitate the growth and dynamic of the individuals. It's not just them shoehorning it in. It's more along the lines of, hey, I'm going to come here. I'm going to spend time with a friend that I know is getting ready to pass away. And for me, because, well, for him, it may take years or whatever it is for this to happen. And for him, that's a really long time. For me, that's literally like a day trip. It means nothing to me.
Yeah.
I literally could have just slept the whole time and I wouldn't have even known.
Okay, so you just brought up something interesting that has been tickling my mind. Do you remember, where was it? Not Privilege of the Young, not Smells Like Trouble. There was one episode, I want to say it was episode 11. Yeah, so they met a guy and another elf in episode 11.
Yeah.
And now granted, since I started watching this and talking about it during this last week, my YouTube shorts have been popping up with Frieren. I'm like, I don't remember that happening. It's probably not happened yet. But one thing that I wanted to point out was the male elf has statues of himself with a hero, an unknown hero, and in their travels, it was highlighted in the short, and when I watched it in the show, I paid special attention to it, and I didn't see any error in it. He goes, "So you know who I am?" And Frieren goes, "No, not really." He goes, "Really? I'm so and so the monk. I forget what his name was. Heikel?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm so and so the monk, and the way he was animated, he was looking for a response that never happened. And he goes, "Oh, really? Nothing?" And you're led to believe, if you look into it further, that he was somebody of importance. He has a statue, just like the hero party, which means he went on adventures. He went on a hero's journey before, but it was so long ago that it just phased out of memory.
Yeah.
And I think he's kind of hinting at the fact that even though he remembers, and he's long lived for having a statue that much older, I imagine he's crazy old, even in comparison to Frieren.
Well,
he kind of hits.
You have to keep in mind too, Frieren is like, they're both old, and just because she doesn't remember him doesn't mean that she doesn't know about him. It's just, for her, she lived in basically isolation for hundreds of years, almost unfazed or uncaring about the world as a whole.
Okay. I mean, that's probably true too. No, but I don't want to say too much because of what the short had said, but I was looking for key points. Like, he was interested to know if anybody remembered him or his friend. And then he said something to the effect of, cherish the memories because you're the only one that's going to keep them.
Yep.
Leading me to believe that he did go on a grand adventure, and he was a hero of renown. He just outlived the memory of his adventures. And now he's just a traveling monk helping when he can and not really doing anything extravagant. So it makes me think that the heroes party will one day go into obscurity, and the only person that's going to remember will be Frieren and the other elves. Maybe.
Yep.
So
maybe.
a lot of the show makes me think that they're trying to push the idea that even though elves are extremely long-lived, the connections you make are just as important in
Yeah.
everyday life.
Yeah. And for him, I mean, that is 100% true, right? And that's something that he was trying to impart onto her, because he probably recognized like her starting or trying to develop those relationships, even if they're very short and very very minute during that time frame for it.
Yeah, no, it's a good show.
Indeed.
I don't want to give too much more away. I will say the way that they use magic, the way that the certain spells are able to be kept and repaired, and the facility, the utility of just everyday magics, it's crazy. It's crazy. In the best way possible, in my mind, at least.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend you watch it.
Yeah, no, definitely. It is well worth the watch. The story, the animation, everything honestly having to do with the is, in my opinion, top tier. It is great. It is by far a beautiful anime in and of itself. Great animation, great story, great music, great theme. Love the concept of it. It is honestly just a great overall show for me personally. So, with that being said, do you have anything else?
No, I that's basically it.
Okay. In that case, on a scale of up to 10, sir, how would you rate this?
For me, 10. I cannot find fault in this. Not that I was looking. I want to point that I wasn't looking to find fault in it. But it's 28 episodes, and it does not feel like 28 episodes. I'm super duper happy that there's a second season, because I kind of want to watch it. I'm hoping it's finished. I at this moment in time, I'm not sure. But
no, for sure.
Yeah, like it is chef's kiss in my mind, and I can't think of a way to make it better. So top tier, 10 for me. And you?
You know what? I agree. This is a great show. I don't have any faults with it. It definitely is very beautifully and tastefully done. It is, for me, a great show. I will say, if you are not a fan of moderate to slow pace anime, you will not like this. This definitely leans into a very slow pace show, but it is very, very well for what it does. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Next week, we're going to be doing season 2, because why not? And it's only 10 episodes, so even better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But there is going to be a third season that comes out. Technically, I feel like it's a core and they're only splitting it, but whatever. So season 2 next week. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. If you feel like we did too much justice and not enough justice or anything like that, feel free to contact us and let us know. All our contact information is in the show notes, as well as on our website at featuredanimepodcast.com. You can also join us on Discord and talk to us and hang out with us in there. And then, of course, on stream as well, where we stream majority of our episodes on twitch.tv/featuredanimepodcast. And then, of course, we have some affiliate links for you as well for Crunchyroll. Get yourself a nice free trial or get a discount off their store. Links for you are in the show notes for that. And then let's not forget about Tokyo Treats. Nice, wonderful, delicious treats every single month coming straight to you. If you use our affiliate link along with coupon code Featured Anime, you get $5 off that very first box. And trust me, the treats are worth it. And of course, let's not forget one of the best ways you can support us is by going to patreon.com/featuredanimepodcast. If you go there, $1 a month gets you access to bonus content that we usually post with every episode. And of course, don't forget about some swanky swag, shop.featuredanimepodcast.com. And until next time, I'm Jack.
I'm Rick. And we'll see you next time.